What's up, and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 2 of season 4, episode 12, and the title of this episode is King of Wishful Thinking. Let's start off with Varya and Geoffrey. So Geoffrey has really tried it in this episode. He knows that ever since Varya learned of his criminal past, that she is still undecided about her future relationship. So he tries to blind her and shift her mind with a proposal instead of being a gentleman and just giving her time to process it all. Well, his bubble got busted when Varya tells him they are moving too quickly and turns that proposal down. She is very clear when she tells him no, but he tries to guilt trip her with his teary eyes. Varya says that she feels embarrassed and sad because she can see it hurts him. She adds that she loves him, but she isn't sure if she can trust him, nor is she ready. Geoffrey tells her he never thought in a million years that she would turn him down. Varya reflects on how he showed his tail to her friends and the criminal past. This dude is a hot mess. He's a hot mess telling her, yeah, I think the ring would have looked good on you. Put the flipping ring up, dude. Put it back in the box, okay? And when you get home, return it because she said no. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to David. So here we have David unloading luggage at the airport. This man says when he got back home, he didn't talk to Lana for 2 or 3 weeks, and that hurt because he was lonely. He says that the night before we seen him going to the airport again, they chatted and that Lana expressed her thoughts and reasoning for standing him up. She said it was overwhelming and that she wants to make it up to David. So when she tells David that, he says he's done waiting and they need to see each other ASAP. So he wastes no time and books a flight to go right back to Ukraine. So this is the 5th attempt. And he says that he's going to do all he can to make the future plans they planned with each other become a reality. I tell you one thing, this man is really going to the extreme. Like he's going through some extreme lengths. He's going above and beyond to get Lana. Not many men are willing to do that. Not many men are willing to do the bare minimum. And that's just simply be very genuine in getting to know a woman and dating her without wanting something in return and date with a purpose. So, hey, I don't know how to look at David. You tell me, do you think he is weird for his persistence, or is it admirable that he's not giving up on the person he loves despite all the reasons that he should? Comment down below your thoughts. So David catches his flight and 24 hours later, he arrives to Ukraine. They don't have a meeting time set up, but he plans to get checked into his hotel, shower, and then let Lana know he's ready to see her. So he's wasting no time. The producer says to David, "What will you do if she doesn't show up?" David says that's not even in his mind. He plans to propose on this trip so their life together can officially start. David adds that he doesn't have any proof that Lana is there, but he trusts her and he doesn't believe that she would have any reason to lie to him. He can't imagine Lana faking him out. So David arrives at his hotel and begins telling the hotel concierge, I can't even pronounce that, but you know what I mean. So he tells them about his story. To me, it's just too much info, for real. Like, they don't even care nothing about your failed attempts at meeting Lana. They care about you booking that room and getting this money, okay? Now, the lady from the hotel that they interview starts laughing when questioned by the producer on what she thought about David's story. She says, well, I'm not sure if it's for real, actually. She goes on to say that Ukrainian women online scam U.S. men. So once David gets to his room, he opens up the laptop, goes straight to that laptop to check and see if Lana has reached out, which she has. And in this message, Lana tells David that she's busy with hockey games the same weekend he's there. Now, this man told her he was booking a flight ASAP. And if she knew her schedule was busy. Why didn't she tell him that? So she, again, is pushing things back. She's pushed back their meeting until that Monday. So David will have to wait to meet Lana. And it's currently Friday. He arrived on a Friday, so he'll have to wait 3 days to see her. And he's not liking that one bit. David isn't happy. And he says, where is Lana's priorities? Calling himself her man and her future. He says that if she doesn't show, he'll have to put his foot down and say, this is it. The way David threw that laptop on the bed was hilarious. I'm telling y'all, he wasn't happy one bit that he have to wait them 3 days. He's trying to see her that night, okay? Lock it down that night. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Ed and Rose. Okay, so Rose, she lays down the law in this scene, y'all. She tells Ed that she thinks that he doesn't love her and she's done. Ed has this look on his face like a baby does when they're constipated. I don't know. He just looks real dumbfounded to me. He says he's never seen Rose this angry, and Rose came to the court ready, okay? She is ready to plead her case. She tells Ed, I think you didn't put in any effort with my son. Boom, which he did not. Rose goes on to say that he hasn't been truthful and that she feels very hurt because he doesn't see how he treats her. Boom. Proves another point. Rose feels as though she's given him too many chances and far more chances than he has deserved. Ed responds telling Rose that he didn't realize that she was this upset and that it's a bit of a shock to him. What I feel it is the buildup. Like she said, I was giving you multiple chances to correct, but it's a buildup. So now it's just going to explode on you. So if you weren't paying attention to the signs, that's on you. Now, Ed goes on to say that he fell in love with her on Facebook, and then he tries to start crying and adds that his plans were to propose to her on this trip. He's just like Geoffrey and all these other fools, Geoffrey, Ash, all of them, trying to guilt trip and manipulate the woman. If she says that she's done, there's no need to bring up the fact that you planned on proposing. That means nothing. She's done. Ed is telling her that his intentions were real. And Rose responds saying, yeah, I know you're real, but your behavior is not good. She tells him that she tried to understand him, but it's just too much. He hurt her. He lied to her. So she doesn't want to continue in a relationship with him. Go ahead, Rose. Go ahead. So Rose says that she's done and wants to end the relationship because she doesn't want to waste her time on someone who doesn't appreciate her. Now, people can say whatever they want to say about Rose. She may have wanted that green card, but not that bad if she's willing to walk away and break up with Ed. She knows her worth, and no better life or green card is greater than her self-worth, and she realizes that. I can respect her for that. I'm telling you. Since Ed has arrived, he has complained about every little detail, whether it be where she lives, whether it be how she looks, wanting her to take the STD test, wanting her to shave her legs, wanting her to jump through all these different hoops to be with him or to prove herself. And he's lied to her about his height. He's lied about not wanting children. And, he has also said some really hurtful things. And these are all valid points that Rose brought up to him. So this is actually what he gets. Rose challenges Ed to change his behavior, and Ed responds, okay, so I'm a bad person now? Okay. Ed then gets up and walks away in that pink polo shirt and black satin shorts that he's worn every day of this trip. Rose gets up and goes back to pack so that she can get on the next available flight without Ed. Rose says online Ed was respectable, but when she met him in person, she saw his true colors. Ed is left behind at the resort and says he's shocked and waited 28 years to find love again, but maybe Rose just needs time. No, she doesn't need time. She said what she said, and she said that she's done with you, Ed. So let it go. You need to get your tail back home, work on being a better person, and try to get your relationship back with your daughter. That's what your focus is on the wrong things. So I really need you all to comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Ed and Rose. Let's move on to Geoffrey and Varya. So Geoffrey says that he feels defeated and hurt that Varya said no to his proposal. I honestly don't know why he is so shocked, for real. Like, dude, you drop half, not even the full truth on her, and expect her to say, okay, no worries, or it's all good, and just move forward. If you want a woman like that, that's just going to accept your past and not care about that and want to take a chance on you, you need to go back home and be with that woman, which was his friend. Remember his friend who professed her love, and she was talking about, I know everything about his past, and she's willing to be with him. Go and be with a woman like that. So 24 hours later, you can tell petty Geoffrey has surfaced. He's real butthurt and acting out because he didn't get his way. During the car ride to the airport, he is very standoffish and I just feel like he's just being a real donkey, okay? I'm not going to even say the real word, but you all know what I mean. So when someone tells you that they aren't trying to give you a hard time, it's because they're giving you a hard time. Like if you say, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but no, you're giving me a hard time. So he was purposely being cold and rude towards Varya during this car ride. Varya says that since she said no, their relationship has become awkward and difficult, but she's not ready to marry him because she's still learning him, which is completely wise. Sometimes you just don't realize how fast you're moving with someone until something happens that shakes that relationship and makes you kind of reevaluate things. I think that it's wise of her to slow things down with this dude, not rush, and not accept his proposal. Comment down below your thoughts. So while they're in this taxi on the way to the airport, Geoffrey comments on a bar he sees, and Varya's like, next time you come, we can go there if you want. And he responds, why would I come here again? With a smug look on his face. He asks, do you think everything is fine and hunky-dory? I don't understand what's so bad about taking things slow and continuing to get to know each other more. Him rushing is a major red flag to me, especially with his criminal past. He is a manipulator and trying to place blame on Varya. I wouldn't have gone to drop him off at the airport. I would have said, let me out. I'll call another cab. It was nice knowing you. Peace out. Because you're not going to sit up here during this whole ride and be disrespectful to me and treat me wrong because I want to take things slow. So I would have been done with that. But comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to David. So David is hiring a translator because he has a lot of doubts in his mind. He and the translator will be meeting with a PI that he didn't believe in the first place. Like, this is the guy that he talked to with his friend and he got all hostile and was really rude. So he's hiring him to see if he can find out if Lana really lives in Kyiv like she said that she does. But what I don't understand is, don't you have to give them some type of information in order to get something in return? And David has no information on Lana or where she lives for that matter. I don't get it. So the PI looks like he has a short line of patience for David because last time he offered his services, David was snappy and mad rude. So David briefs the PI on the recent events between him and Lana, and the PI tells David that she can register in one place and live in another. He also tells David that he can't understand how the woman who loves him, how she can go to a hockey game instead of meeting him. David repositions himself in his chair, telling them it's all presumption. But I thought David had said something like that as well at the hotel room when he first read that message from her. He was like, where's her priorities at? So the PI is just saying the same exact thing that David himself said, and now he's talking about that's just presumption. So I think that David wants things to work out desperately with Lana, but it has also become about proving everybody wrong. Proving everybody wrong that doubts that she is real. He tells the translator that the PI isn't leaving any room for positive outcome. So the PI starts stating his findings, saying that Lana has 7 to 8 dating accounts and can have 8 men like David lined up. He feels like Lana is scamming David. David tells the camera crew that the PI is giving his opinion, but he doesn't want his opinion. He wants information. David says that he's done with him and that he is fired. And then he tells the translator, let's go. That's how he talked to her. And I'm like, hold up. He doesn't even know that lady. Like, you don't even know her like that, and you have no control over what she does. David says that the heart wants what the heart wants, and that he's going to give Lana every opportunity he can. He's waiting for Monday to prove everybody wrong. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Avery and Ash. So Avery says that things have been rough between Ash. And the next scene, Avery is going to have a glass of wine with Sion, which is Ash's ex-wife. So Avery opens up telling Sion that she needs to navigate things with Ash and see if he is the same person as he portrays himself to be online. His ex-wife says Ash is loved by many, and she's just speaking so highly of him. But something tells me that she was coached to highlight the positives only. That's just what I feel. Sion is over talking and raving so much about him that Avery cuts her off and says, do you feel like Ash is an honest person? Sion paused for a few seconds, and I would say a few seconds too long, and then says, absolutely. Because my thing is, if you got to pause and think about it, then is he really an honest person? Because if someone asks me, oh, is such an honest person? Yes, she is. Yes, he is. I'm going to say it with confidence, but I didn't really get confidence with that. But I don't believe her. I'm just going to say I don't believe her when she says absolutely. So she then says, there's something about him that I should say. She goes on to tell Avery that it took her years to know when Ash was stressed and he swept a lot of things under the rug. Avery then says to her, when did you two divorce? And Sion says about a year ago. This is a complete shock to Avery. Definitely hot off the press. Hot off the press, TMZ news, okay? Avery says that she got the perception from Ash that they had been divorced longer than a year. It's shocking to Avery because they were still married only a few months before him and her started dating. It makes her wonder why he would keep that from her. Ash holding things back from her is one of the reasons that she feels really skeptical about him moving to America with her. Avery then questions Sion in what she thinks about Taj moving to America with Ash. And Sion says that he did mention it, but she couldn't even imagine being that far away from her son. Avery says hearing her true feelings has her feeling disappointed that Ash is still trying to sugarcoat things rather than just be honest. Comment down below and let me know what you thought about Avery meeting with Sion. Do you feel like Sion was coached by Ash? Or do you feel like she was being very truthful and honest? Comment down below your thoughts. Let's move on to Geoffrey and Varya. So Geoffrey says that Varya said no to his proposal, but it's either now or never. They arrive to the airport and he tells her he was hoping that he'd be going home, leaving Varya with the ring on her finger. Varya says that she doesn't want to move too fast, but that doesn't mean she doesn't want him to visit again. Adding, she doesn't feel like it's the end. Geoffrey then says, I don't know how to make this any more clear to you. This is it. I'm leaving. I'm going home to live my life apart from you. Like, who talks like that? This is a freaking mind game that he's playing, and it's only to make her chase after him, which she does. I wouldn't want to be with a man that would act like that. Geoffrey is trash. 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 Varya is now all confused and emotional and runs into the airport, and she wraps her arms around Geoffrey's neck and tells him that she doesn't want him to go. And he just stands there. He doesn't embrace her back, and he's doing all of this so that he can get her to change her mind and accept his proposal. He's telling her, I think that you're in the moment right now. I think we had our chance, and I need someone to love me and not stop. Adding, you second guess the situation. He's a piece of trash. Telling her that he has to go and doing all of this mind games that he's doing. And I just don't understand, if you love someone that much, that you're so hurt, why not take things slow and continue to build while getting to know each other? What's the rush and now or never mess coming from? He has some ulterior motives, because why is he rushing this? He says the rejection is too much and he's ready to give up on love. Yes, you do that. You do that. And go get some counseling so you can discuss and get to the root of the problem of why you like putting your hands on women, why you're a manipulator, and why you want to control every situation. Go get some counseling, yes, and stay far, far away from love. Stay far from it. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Stephanie and Erika. So Erika expressed that she doesn't want to be kept a secret. Stephanie says that she's protective of the bond that she has with her mom, and says if her telling her mom about Erika destroys their bond, that would destroy her. Stephanie says that she needs time and is going to happen on her terms when she's ready. Erika opens up about her past relationship and how some similarities in their relationship worry her, that it might be a same cycle going on, that this could be repeating itself. Stephanie instantly is like, I'm sorry, this is my first time actually hearing all of this. And the more these two talk, I'm like, they're about to start a fake argument. And that's exactly what happened. Stephanie throws a bowl on the floor, storms out. I don't understand this argument. It's so stupid. Their little fake relationship is done. Erika packs all of her things she came with, making sure to leave behind the gifts that Stephanie gave her behind. And Stephanie cries and says that she thought that she could get past the jealousy, but she can't. And blah, blah, blah. And oh my God, and I'm over it. So let's go ahead and move on to David. So David has been in Ukraine for 3 days, and today is the day for him to meet Lana. The night before, he's chatted with Lana and told her to meet him at the Monument Square. David says that he's starting to feel nervous. David won't be meeting Lana without bringing gifts. He says he's going to go get his girl and starts listing all the reasons Lana didn't show up in the past. But he says hopefully the 5th time is a charm. David gets dressed and heads to Independence Square to meet Lana under the monument at 11 a.m. Now, he arrives a few minutes early and the countdown begins. So some time passes by. He's looking around and then it's like 11:07 a.m. and there's still no Lana. David says that if she doesn't show this time, he's not coming back. So he starts looking far out and finally spots Lana. I hope y'all heard me. He starts looking far out and he finally spots Lana. Y'all. Now, I was in complete shock because the lady is real. But I will say she looks much older in person and a bit different from the photos we saw. That's what I think. Comment down below. Do you think that Lana looks the same in person as she looks in her photos? David, he's just so happy. He is excited, and I'm interested to see if she will want to pursue a relationship after she gets to know him more in person. Will there be any chemistry? Will it be super awkward? Will they know what to say to each other? You remember, Lana does not speak English, and I didn't see David bring a translator with him, so how are they going to communicate? I mean, we're just going to be using the Google Translator app, this whole time? Are they going to be pulling another Paul and Karini situation? I don't know. So I think that she's trying to feel him out to see if he's worth her closing out all the other men that she's pimping and scamming. I don't want to say, because I was wrong about her not being real. So she might be feeling boys. She might be feeling her boy David. This might be it. I mean, and if so, dang, We thought we had somebody for Yolanda, but if he work out with Lana, then Yolanda just gonna have to find somebody else. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. This is part 2 of season 4, episode 12. And the title of this episode is King of Wishful Thinking. Comment below all of your thoughts. I can't wait to get this conversation rolling with you all in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. And I will catch all of my Rumor Has It official besties in the next video. Peace.